This is the reason why most men they are staying stuck for years. It is because of the story they are telling to themselves. The story which you are saying to yourself every single day is the most important aspect in this journey. I was working 50 hours a week, full of bad habits, busy. My schedule was packed. I was working non-stop, man. I was working non-stop. But I wanted to change. I was so pissed on myself because I was so overweight, full of bad habits, going for parties every single weekend, spending my money on bullshit. My health was fucked and I was so young, man. I was young. I was 21 when I started my fitness journey. But before that, I had all these bad vices which keep me stuck, and the story which I was telling to myself that I cannot change because of my environment, because I was working and spending my most of the time at my job. You working a lot, you are not lazy. You have to understand this, because you are not lazy. You are working a lot. You are coming home after your job tired, and the only thing which you are thinking about is alcohol and food. This is your stress relief now. Scrolling on your phone again and again. Because you say to yourself, you repeat that story again and again every single day. You're telling to yourself that you cannot change because of my environment. I cannot change because of my job. When I can implement that information which I know if I'm non-stop at my work. When I can implement that informations which I know I have to apply it so I can actually change my body shape and feel finally confident in myself. When? If I'm spending all my time on scrolling, on eating junk food, on drinking alcohol, on going out for parties, on saying yes to every occasion to go out. When? You keep asking and keep telling to yourself this story. This is the reason. Not because you are lazy, as I said, not because you don't have information, not because you don't know any tactical movements in the gym. Is not this the reason? It's the story which you are telling to yourself every single night when you go to your bed. It's that story which is playing inside your head, and from there produce thoughts and emotions, which once these thoughts and emotions are produced, it's gonna produce your identity forward. Because your mind starts to believe that story which you are telling to yourself every day. It starts to believe, and it's gonna act accordingly to that story. It's simple as that. But I didn't know that, of course, I didn't know that, so I cannot judge you, but I'm just sharing my perspective and the information to you so you can better apply it now. Because it is so important. You can keep learning new informations, but nothing is gonna change until you're gonna change this aspect about the story which you are telling to yourself. I was so wrong back in the day as well. Trust me. I'm working since I was finished the high school. I was 18. And since that time, I was working every single week, 50 hours. Every single week. With all that bad habits which I had. So of course my mind was keep repeating in my head a bad story, an impossible dream to achieve. An impossible dream to achieve. It was keep playing in my head. Every single night, every single morning, as soon as I was waking up, my mind was bombarded with negative thoughts, negative feelings about my life, that I cannot change in these circumstances. I cannot change if I'm working 50 hours every single week. I cannot change because I'm not disciplined. But how you can be disciplined if you don't even try? How you can gain confidence in you if you don't even take some steps And this is what changed for me. I didn't change my body shape from 100 kg to 76 kg, six-pack, confident, disciplined, happy than ever. I can go and travel without shame. I can speak to girls. I can show up with so much joy and help other people as well. There is no restriction anymore. There is no circumstances where I cannot still develop myself because of the story which I'm telling to myself right now. The story which is playing in my mind. Sometimes I still have self-doubt, the same as you. I'm aware of it. And I know when to stop it. This is the problem. And this is the solution as well. Change the story we are playing in your background. You cannot apply the informations without telling to yourself that you are capable of doing what do you want to actually achieve. If you are overweight, if you are out of shape, or maybe even if you are in a good shape, but you know you didn't reach your full potential, tell to yourself a different story. Tell that it's possible. Tell to yourself that no matter of my environment, no matter what is happening tomorrow, I will still work on my progress. Because for me, it didn't change overnight, my body shape. Didn't change the way I'm feeling about myself overnight. It changed by daily choices. When I was overweight and I was telling this to myself, I said, I need to change something, man. I need to change something because it is impossible for me to stay like that for life. It is impossible for me. It's unacceptable to stay like that. And I start implementing small steps into my daily routine. I start eliminating the bad habits slowly. I start cooking my meals. I start going out doing my daily steps. I start going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. I stop smoking. Step by step in time. You must have patience in this process because it's not going to happen like that. It's not as easy as people are saying on the internet. I don't want to make this video to look so easy for you to think that you can change overnight like the other people are telling to you. It's not like that. But the good thing is, brother, once you see a bit of a change on the direction which you want to go towards, once you see a bit of a change, you already feel joy, you already feel motivated, you already feel like it's a spark there that, you know, you can push more and more, you can do more and more. This is the beauty of this journey. Because you climb, you don't see nothing, but in one point, you see a bit of the light, and then you push more, you push harder. And you're gonna feel that joy, man. I promise you, you're gonna feel joy once you see a bit of a change. You can be overweight right now, and once you see a bit of a change, you know that's possible. And already that story which is playing in your background, in your head, is gonna become a different one. It's gonna become a different story. Because you have hope. You know it's possible even in the circumstances which you surround yourself with. I'm still working, brother, 50 hours a week, I'm still working. But look at my shape, bro. Look at my shape. It's good. It's fucking good. Compare with the old me. I'm not comparing myself with others. No, and even if I compare, I get motivated by them. I get inspired by them, not envy. But the first thing you have to compare yourself with is with the old you. And I'm more than happy, man. I'm more than happy. As I said, I'm still working at my job. 50 hours a week. But the story which is playing in my background, in my head, is totally different one, which the one I had back in the day. Gives me more hope, gives me more energy. It's sustainable for a long time. You know, And this is so important, I'm telling you. Change the story you are telling to yourself every night when you get home. Because that story which you are telling to yourself every night when you get home, it's how it's gonna start your morning. So don't feel that anxiety straight away in the morning when you wake up like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I'm stressed. I'm in stress. I'm tired again and again. So the story already, it's bad. Again, you repeat this cycle over and over and over again. Because I understand you. I was in the same position back in the day. In the same position. And now when I want to go, I need to play a different story in my head. Because there is different level where I want to be. I need to change the story now, which is playing in my background, in my head. I need to change to get there. I need to change to get there. I'm working on it. I'm not gonna see fucking change. I'm not gonna see a fucking big change overnight. Definitely, but I add bricks, steps into the process of actually see that dream that it's achievable. The same for you. If you want to get in your best shape possible, if you want to see six-pack, if you want to feel confidence, if you want to feel joy, man, joy when you wake up and look in the mirror and see that pretty man which is capable of more and to inspire other people, you have to change the story which you are telling to yourself every night and every morning. And do not let the self-doubt and other people to play a different story in your head.